Good morning. Good morning. I'm Sierra Pizarro live in Port Aransas, where the rain is coming down here, and it's coming down pretty hard. We've been hearing thunder. We've been seeing lightning. This weather seems unusually fitting for what we're covering today. At this moment, 5 years ago, the entire coastal bend was tracking and bracing for Harvey, a Category 4 hurricane, when it made landfall here in the coastal bend. The National Weather Service reports Harvey's lifespan on land was 4 days long, hitting at 10 p.m. on August 25th, 2017, near Port Aransas. The city looked like this the very next day, trashed, empty, and quiet, except for the wind that was still blowing. Port Aransas turned into 18 miles of destruction. This drone video taken by the Corpus Christi Fire Department. The reality is this can happen again. Looking back, what would you have done differently?
I would have planned better.
I spoke with a few locals. Julie Nations is one of them. She hunkered down on the night Hurricane Harvey hit and learned her lesson.
It's not a good idea to stay in the area whenever you have a situation like that.
If she had to go through this again, Nations would stock up on more supplies and evacuate.
We can't change it, but we can prepare.
Absolutely, and preparing is the #1 thing to do. Right now, there's ongoing work to deepen the Corpus Christi Channel, but there are plans for more dredging here in Port Aransas. A draft environmental impact study describing the proposed work has some people worried this project may cause problems to the area.
We just want to make sure that it's done right, and so that we don't have any negative effects to our community and, the future of Port Aransas.
Tonight on KRIS 6 at 4 and 5, meteorologist Stephanie Lauber breaks down the biggest concern locals have with this proposed project. All of our KRIS 6 meteorologists started getting us, the coastal bend community, hurricane ready back in June at the start of hurricane season. Good morning to you, meteorologist Juan Acuña. You were, I know, covering Hurricane Harvey back during this time 5 years ago, and you're joining us now with a timeline.
That's absolutely right. There was a lot of high anxiety, and we were just kind of sitting ducks and watching this monster of a storm undergo rapid intensification just off of our coastline. And I'll tell you what, covering it over my 10-year span being a broadcast meteorologist, it was something that I hope I never have to do again, because it was just a monster of a storm. Even back towards August 13th, this was a little tropical wave that made its way off of the coast of Africa, and it obviously eventually emerged into the western part of the Atlantic, and the tropical wave associated with Harvey was beginning to develop to the west of the Lesser Antilles, or to the east of the Lesser Antilles, I should say, and then it approached and formed into Tropical Storm Harvey on the 17th, and that's officially when it got its name right there. And then as it made its way past there, entering the Caribbean, it encountered a whole lot of wind shear, and it stayed a tropical wave. It lost its tropical characteristics as far as a tropical storm is concerned, but since there was a whole lot of upper level wind shear going on, with the upper level winds going on, there was no further development and nothing further was expected. However, with that little area of low pressure, it crossed the Yucatan and eventually emerged into the Gulf of Mexico again on August 27th, and it re-strengthened back into a tropical storm. And this is when we were starting to watch things very closely, because a lot of the computer models with high pressure over the southeastern U.S. was writing this directly into South Texas and eventually off into our neck of the woods. Now, of course, the rest is history, as it developed from a tropical depression into a major hurricane in just 40 hours as it approached the Texas coastline on August 24th and August 25th, and then right there it underwent a very rapid intensification and became a Category 3 at 2 p.m. on Friday, and then to a Category 4 early Friday evening, and then making landfall at 10 p.m. on San Jose Island, again just to the east of Rockport area, and bringing wind speeds anywhere between 150 to 155 miles an hour. Then it made its way inland, and it stayed a tropical storm. On the 26th, it stalled southeast of San Antonio Antonio weakened to a tropical storm and dropped torrential downpours and produced devastating and widespread flash flooding over much of southeast Texas. Then it emerged back off into the Gulf of Mexico, believe it or not, on August 28th, before eventually pushing back into Louisiana, making its fifth and final landfall on August 30th near Cameron, Louisiana, and dropping even more incredible amounts of rainfall, up to 60+ inches of rain in parts of Houston and parts of Louisiana as well. So just an incredible storm system. If you have photos, videos, memories that you want to share, we encourage you to head over to our Facebook Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group. Post it there, as again, KRIS 6 is going to continue to have coverage all day long today. And of course, we invite you to watch, plan, prepare, survive, our hurricane special for the 2022 season. It's now on KRISTV.com.